Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode, Chapter 4, Day 2 got underway with no new support requests awaiting us after the attack on Hayaway. So we started our patrol through Central Square, East Street, where we talked to the Bracers about what had happened, and into the downtown district, where we heard that Dino had somehow beat the Saber Viper's second-in-command in a fight, as we now continue onwards from the back alley. I should buy this. That would increase Lloyd's evasion by quite a bit. Buffs his accuracy as well, so he shouldn't be missing anything. Has speed on it, though it does have prevents faint sleep confuse, which is good, but he's also got the thing that blocks everything. And Mishi, oh, we've got this already though, so we should buy this at some point in time because he's got the 10% evade. We could probably like stack him with evade at this point. I have got even more credits at the casino. I've got over 10k at this point in time. Thinking of like maybe we might buy that evasion stuff. Not more than once did the dealer pull something like my hand randomly has 2-7 of diamonds. That's a completely legal card hand. Ha ha ha. I've equaled your full house with my full house. Yeah, okay. Bullcrap. What the heck's it so quiet today? Barely anyone's passed through. I'm gonna stop crying if I don't get any customers soon. Maybe it's just my imagination. The draw. It's not a draw. It's a completely illegal card thing. I posted it on my Discord. Stupid old man. Stop trying to fill me up. I posted it in a way that I was hoping people might notice the diamond as well, saying, it's a draw, how improbable. It's like, no, but look at it. Look at it. Raid on Hayaway's office. Seriously? I came completely out of left field. Just hope this doesn't explode into an all-out roar. I'm sure it'll depend on Hayaway's next move. I'm nervous about what's to come. Saying the house is cheating when clearly you are cheating. Now, I will point out that the card game there, I haven't even checked this out, is obviously kind of rigged to have more good results, but still. Security seems pretty tight today. Yeah, they're a little more pissed off than I'd imagined. Well, they did just raid Hayaway, but even considering that, they seem more on edge than I'd expect. I sense a great deal of tension throughout the alley. I would advise against approaching them. They've really stepped up security. We should stay away for now. There's quite a lot of guys down there. I mean, it's a shame that the cheating didn't happen live on stream or live during the Let's Play, but equally we did win our very first game live on the playthroughs. So that's pretty good. We got the full 1k. So I'll take that amount of luck, yeah? Oh, it really is more fun to play in a group of 3. Right, Momo, from now on, you're part of the squad. Okay, let's keep playing together. Hey, Momo, I'm going to pass it to you. Get ready to catch, okay? I'm ready. The three of us are playing together today. It's a lot more fun playing in a larger group. They're all friends now. They're all together. The latest issue of the Crossbell Times was postponed. No way. My beloved breakfast companion. How am I going to know what ended up happening during the diet session? I didn't even remember the last time the Crossbell Times went on hiatus. I wonder what could have caused that. Okay. So there was supposed to be a Crossbell Times today, but it's not because, of course, they're now trying to squeeze in the raid. We've been getting a lot more customers from our outer broad lately. It fills this baker's heart with joy to see how much people cared about our bread. Gotta hand it to Oscar for all his hard work. We were even featured in the Crossbell Times recently, and it was all thanks to his efforts. Been getting a lot more customers from out abroad lately. Okay, you're saying the same thing. Just gonna say, you've got a daughter who's trying so hard. Finally took home some bread from here and forced my parents to try it. Now they've finally seen the light. The reason why I can't resist coming in every day. Mission complete. Now I can come in whenever I want, without having to be sneaky about it. They got a butter bread out this month, a worthy option. But then this one looks heavenly too. 2 hours of fermentation at 144 degrees. Where was the blanket again? Bella's been too antsy to sleep now that she's on the verge of completing her newest creation. She's a mess. Reminds me of sweet little Lloyd when Cecile used to look after you every little minute of the day. Hey, don't drag me into this. Man, I better put Bennett to bed before she ends up collapsing. She's working hard. She might be on a breakthrough. She might be like in some of her sleep-addled state. She might just randomly have a eureka moment. You ever thought of this? You might deprive her of her goal. So I agree sleep would probably be better. Maribel was featured in some business magazine today. I don't care what kind of magazine it is. I need it now. I'm going to cut out her pictures and make a scrapbook out of them. Maribel is amazing. When I grow up, I want to be just like her. I mean, I could read that as Maria Bell. I like Maribel better. I don't know. I think it just rolls really well. Why can't Ryu be like Momo from Tally's Place? She's a good kid. She's a smart cookie. And she always helps out with her work. I wish that my little Ryu would learn a thing or two from her. Oh, if only Ryu would follow her example. Oh, Tio. Yes, what is it? You got a weary look on your face, so I thought you might be exhausted. To my imagination, are you okay? I think it is simple fatigue from investigating the Moon Temple yesterday. I may have strained myself a bit too much. Tio's always saving our bacon with her extra strong perception skills. Yeah, she's helped us more times than I can count. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? Yes, I understand. I forgot that was a plot point currently. Tio's not feeling up to it. Not feeling well? Too tired? Exhaustion? Will that play out to be a thing? Because it's been mentioned more than once now. I don't know what happened, but it sounds like she had a rough day. Mustn't push yourself when you're already tired, okay? Be sure you get plenty of rest this evening. What is up with Tio Tot? Well, does the ram powder work? Somebody told me there are massive ruins somewhere around our Morika village. I've been dying to pay them a visit since landscape photography is a real favorite of mine. There are apparently many explored ruins all over Crossbell. This state truly has so many mysteries I've yet to discover. Guess what happens when you live only in the city? The fact that they're unexplored is just the bonkers thing. My husband of mine is planning to make another large purchase. What's it going to be this time? Maybe a chandelier? Who knows? His habit of constantly redecorating the house is frustrating. I'm able to live a nice, peaceful life thanks to the time I put into being a politician. I've been blessed with the gift of a politician's pension to retire on. Anyway, the old lady is a bit of a tough nut to crack. Even the seemingly perfect gift I found probably won't get much of a reaction. It's frustrating sometimes. As you can see for yourself, she's one stubborn old bag. And we continue to wonder how. How do they continue to function? The budget for constructing the new City Hall building is currently frozen. Our politicians are in disagreements over the materials to be used. I really hope they resume construction within this fiscal year. I'm involved with the development of the new City Hall. I'm feeling nervous over today's diet regarding the building's construction. Your wife's not in. Where's she at? Well, back to work I go. I'm saving up my money to go and see Ark and Shell live again. I've got to pour my heart and soul into working so I can make it a reality. Everything I do is to meet Ilya, and today's no different. Now back to work. Like, seriously? Well, Ilya's not in. Now, they must pass each other. I know Ilya dresses down a bit, but it's not that much. She'd be super recognizable. My husband has been working non-stop in his office since this morning. He's been fixated on that building for the longest time. Actually, some people... I should get back soon to keep him some company, yep. Some people actually have problems recognizing faces, don't they? Maybe that's the issue. I noticed Momo's been playing with a new little friend lately. I wonder if she's finally starting to come out of her shell. I've been hearing so many rumors of unnerving incidents lately that this has been a lone bright spot for me. It's been a steady stream of bad news these days, but my daughter's smiling face always brightens my day. I can only hope things settle down soon. So there was supposed to be another Crossbell Times to do. But Ilya might leave her apartment before Sammy starts her shift. That is true, but the likelihood they have passed is a bit high. I was taking a peek out of the window earlier, and Momo was playing with a friend. Oh man, I couldn't be prouder of you, sweetie. Momo is normally so very shy. I think I'll cook some red rice tonight to celebrate. Finally done it, Momo. You brought joy to your mum and dad. We'll have to celebrate tonight. Your only function is to make friends. If you don't make friends, you're a disappointment. What? Reading it backwards is terrible. Good morning. Did you need to talk to Mr. Grimwood about something? He just started working on today's agenda. Morning cleaning is an important job for an assistant. Since Mr. Grimwood doesn't really care about it, it's up to me to do it for him. Oh, up and at it early this morning, aren't we? Something happened? We need to discuss anything. Feel free to take a seat. Well, actually, sir, we have reports that Heiwei Trading Company was raided by an unknown group of assailants. By Adios, is that true? We're on our way to go check it out now, actually. Everything we've heard points to Ravash being our perps, though. No tad like that in the harbour. I can't say I understand what was going through their heads. Ravash, that is. I can comprehend wanting to attack their main competitor, but something about this sounds far too sloppy, as if it wasn't planned. We were actually thinking the same thing. Nothing about this suggests the beginning of a full-fledged war between the mafias. Either way, we need to be cautious. I have no doubt businesses are going to flock to the office once they hear the news. With luck, they'll tell me something useful. Thank you, sir. Honestly, I don't think we've ever stopped by without owing you another favor. Raiding a competitor in such a populated area. Something about that doesn't sit right with me. Anyway, a lot of businesses will be feeling uneasy because of the situation. We still can't ignore the possibility of retaliation by Heiwei. Be careful with all this, everyone. We will do. East Street, West Street is complete. Oh, both. That statement in its complete form is actually true. Residential district next. We are over halfway. Alright, I think I'm going to get dressed and ask Cindy what she thinks of my threads. Once the budget meeting has adjourned, there are going to be some huge parties. Some of the business world's biggest names like IBC CEO Dia Cloyce are going to be in attendance. And if I play my cards right, I will be too. Once the budget meeting has adjourned, there are going to be some huge parties. This is my one chance to get chummy with some superstars. I better not screw up. Crossbell Dai has been repeating the exact same pattern for the past 70 years. One year, the Imperial faction rises into power, and next year the Republican faction, rinse and repeat. What a load of baloney. It's only natural that we'd all lose interest in it. Most Crossbellans don't expect much from the Diet anymore. Pitiful thing is such a farce, they might as well do away with it all. Would you like just May McDowell in charge? To be honest, I know they'd answer yes to that. Someone actually looking out for our interests? Yes. You know, I happened to pass by your husband yesterday, Creel. I feel like he's become a little strange these days. Almost as if he's become more disrespectful. Oh, I haven't really thought about it. But now that you mention it, I suppose he might have started using harsher language recently, maybe? So has he or has he not? My Creel is always so carefree. Yes, we got that from her. Way earlier. To see her gentle husband resorting to such harsh words, I worry for their relationship. What could have brought on such a change in demeanor? I guess he has been acting a little strange lately. Should I be worried? Maybe. How do I put this? Creel is a bit dense, I guess? It's not really a big deal, though. She's an adorable lady. I mean, is that fine? Watch this. This is how he does it. This looks absolutely delectable. May I have another one, Sophia, dear? Yum, 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 yum. I'm pretending I'm Papa when he sneaks food before dinner. It's a strategy that I can use later in life as I grow up and I want to sneak more food. Learning from imitation of his father. What a strategy. Just in case there's anything out here. I can't leave through the north exit, so I can't check out the cathedral either. Now this guy's actually made it into the playable area. Representative Campbell has an intense uphill battle ahead of him. After all, the current power of the Imperial faction won't be shaken so easily. Oh, okay. Representative Campbell supposedly has his own plans in store for the Diet, but considering his opponent is Speaker Hartman, things are looking a little grim for him. I guess we go by our daily Jonah check. After all, it was him who phoned us, right? Just sitting down, are you? Having some pizza? And some whiskey, or whatever that is? Jonah is stuffing his face with pizza. So how was Heiwei looking? Pretty nasty, I bet. Well, we were just about to go check it out. Come on, man. Now's not the time to be chilling here. Go! My customers don't like waiting for info, you know. So you're just planning to circulate the details after we work for him, eh? Jonah, think very carefully about your response. Well, I just wanted to earn back a little mirror. Those information fees are killer. Come on, I'm just looking after my livelihood. This boy hasn't been disciplined once in his life, has he? Yeah, I was surprised to hear something crazy like that too, you know. Since I accidentally spilled the beans. Could we settle on an installment plan? Come on, no need to look so angry. Jonah. It's not illegal. He's just doing his job. Maybe you should get a cut. Police wage probably isn't that much. After all, we have to kind of make our own mirror by killing things. We don't get much for a support request. The Imperial faction takes orders from the Empire, and the Republican faction bends the Republic's every whim. As if the two superpowers are playing a game of tug-of-war with Crossbell. Dice should wrap up soon at this rate. What's up with Joanna? What's wrong, Joanna? Nothing, my lady. It's just that a new edition of the Crossbell Times was to be released today, but it hasn't arrived yet. I better go ask about this later. I mean, we know exactly why. I don't know if we should be going to inquire ourselves, you know what I mean? As a representative of the state, Speaker Hartman should be working alongside Master Henry to unify the Diet. However, for him to sit silently in his chair and to allow the laxity of the Diet to continue as is. I can only imagine he continues to do this as a way to torment the Master. I shall never forgive that vile man. I've been in Master Henry's service for 40 years now. As such, I find it difficult to forgive Speaker Hartman's terrible attitude. Alright, Entertainment District next. With the power of speed. Oh, I missed one. Tell a lie. I completely missed the building. I was like, wait, no, I went that way because I was already down here, so I thought I'd go there. Totally missed a building. Yeah. Father, what's going on with you? What's wrong? It's nothing. It's just that, for the last little while, Father's been acting... you goddamn morons. What has happened to Father? Something about him definitely feels pretty off. But Father must be exhausted from working all day. I'm sure that's why he's acting weird. I need to do something to cheer him up. What a bunch of morons. The price of those stocks friggin' tanked in 3 days. They seriously couldn't see that coming. CNS business magazine's plummeted down the damn drain. Wait, aren't I totally awesome? Well, whatever. It's all the same anyway. Yeah, that's definitely a change. Mother has another one of her cooking classes to attend today. I wish that she wasn't always so carefree sometimes. I need to get my act together. She's holding together her household, I feel, that little child. Is this the Bond movie where he lost it? He's rich now. He's doing quite well, after all, over the anniversary festival. Hey there, want to play? You won't find better service than here at Barca Casino. Welcome to Barca. That man going up against Gantz plays way too recklessly. I would quit while I was ahead if I were him. What man? I went to observe the situation over in the VIP room moments ago, and it was just as disappointing as I was expecting. Gantz's opponent's been losing game after game. He's only managed to tie 1 game out of 5. Looks like Gantz is going to rake in a whole lot of mirror again. I feel kind of sorry for his opponent, to be honest. Someone tried to challenge Gantz to a match. I gave him a warning, but he failed to listen. Hey Randy, the owner's over in the VIP room if you need him. He's been watching all of Gantz's matches all morning. Wait, the VIP room? It's not only for the most high-rolling big shots out there. Yep, Gantz is in the middle of a match with some other guy right now. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? He used to be some casual amateur, and now he gets the full VIP treatment. Gantz is currently in the middle of a heated match with another guest. Some man decided to rise to the occasion after Galetti and Alinda couldn't even come close to beating Gantz. Right, I do have a lot of stuff here, so if we do want to go ahead with Plan Evasion, it is a bit of a drop in defense for Lloyd. But this is like movement +1s but speed -5. We've got the perfect boots too, which are evasion up, but this, it's there. It costs 5,000. I've got 11,305. So we can definitely buy this stuff. So Plan Evasion is perfectly capable of taking place. I heard Gantz was making a fortune in the VIP room. The tourists are playing against Gantz, huh? Oh, well, it's their funeral. Yep, so you're not there. Am I getting old, or has Gans gotten freakishly good? Nobody can beat the guy anymore. Do you play him at slots? I thought Gans was a slots guy. To be perfectly fair, things are feeling off around here today. I smell something fishy in the air. Cops about to raid someone. We might need to close up shop early today. I don't even feel like raking in more patrons. Some guy had an insane stroke of luck at the casino, and now he's living the damn dream. Pocket full of money, lap full of honeys. Couldn't be more jealous. Talk about a real success story, that guy. If only I were that lucky. You would use a lot of defense for that evasion? Yes, but if I don't get hit, what is defense? Speaker Hartman is definitely a corrupt sleazeball. Not only is he demeaning to his staff, but he also has connections to Ravage. What an utterly frightening man. I'd be shaking my boots if I had to go up against him. Speaker Hartman's main opponent is Representative Campbell, for now. I struggle to imagine anyone being able to overpower Speaker Hartman for long. I had a little rumor, yes. Someone over at Arkansas Shell. Apparently one of their members has been acting like a complete weirdo lately. Wonder what's up with them. Oh, maybe they've got an upset stomach. I will say, the one time you don't want to eat ice cream is on an upset stomach. Trust me. Okay. But to be honest, if you end up throwing up after eating ice cream, it tastes like ice cream. Doesn't seem like such a negative. It could taste a lot worse. Just saying. I think RCL hired a new assistant sometime recently. I get the impression that she's a real sourpuss, given that she usually glares at me. That one girl was glaring at me while I was watching Lady Ilya this morning. Why the troop go and hire such an unfriendly weirdo? Please come out and bestow upon us your magnificent wave, Lady Ilya. I see that what I said was not taken well in the chat. No comment. One of our performers, Nikolai, has already caught my eye lately. I've noticed that he's been pushing himself to the limit without training these days. I must say, his enthusiasm is impressive. He even pulled an all-nighter just to practice. I'm always amazed at how much passionate our workers pour into their craft. How much passionate? Oh, yes. I like that. Not only Ilya and Rishia, but every one of our artists. The rest of the staff members better step it up. Sunny never even attempts to get on stage. Apparently, she's adamant about remaining an assistant for now. And yet she studies Ilya's every move like a hawk. We may just be looking at our next big star. Sunny is watching Ilya practice so very intently. The sense for the performing arts is top notch. I just know she's going to be big. Okay, we can't go to the second floor seats. Thinking over, that kind of direction probably wouldn't work at all. We're going to add a scene. It needs to be something that will completely captivate our dear audience. I'm worried that we add a scene simply for the sake of having a flashy set piece. It won't mesh with the rest of the play. I, of course, have the deepest respect for your opinion on all things theatre related. Could I get you to reconsider? Not a chance. I thought you might say that. I believe they are holding a discussion regarding the play. The troop leader is distressed. I think we'd better leave them alone. Oh yeah, about our earlier conversation. You mean the one about Nikolai? He was definitely being a weirdo. I do think that his role in the play is a tad unbalanced. Oh, I know. Why don't we add a fight scene between him and Fyodor? Cut me some slack, will you? Okay. Another being a weirdo. Everyone thinks I'm being a weirdo now because of what I just said recently. It's true, though. I'm not advocating eating something nice so that when you are sick, it comes out nice. I'm just saying, if you eat something non-sweet, it usually comes out tasting worse. Come on, factos. I have a bad feeling about this. Nikolai was busting out some really flashy acrobatics yesterday. Has he always been such a peacock? Maybe. Hey, Plea, doesn't Nikolai seem a little bit different lately? Oh, you notice it too. I've been getting some weird vibes from him. It's as if he's a completely different person. Excuse me, is everything okay? Oh, if it isn't the police officers. It's nothing serious. We were just talking about Nikolai, one of the other performers. Right, apparently Nikolai's been engaging in some special training lately. It's paying off too. His technique and strength have improved considerably. The strange thing is, his personality seems to have changed as a result. So what? The guy polishes up some moves and suddenly he's a new man. That's not as far-fetched as you think. Reaching greater heights could give someone an entirely new sense of who they can be, to the point where they become unrecognizable overnight. That's true. I suppose anyone can change themselves, given the right motivation. I'm sure Nikolai must have had a life-changing experience like that. You know, I do seem to remember him disappearing for a while after the festival ended. It's entirely possible that something may have happened then. I think so too, though he hasn't said a word about it to us. Apparently Nikolai's been engaged in some special training. I can already see the results with how greatly his stamina has improved. I think his commitment to improving himself is commendable, though. I can't help but feel as if his personality has changed. It worries me a little. It's almost like he's become a completely different person. Nikolai's attitude has changed drastically in such a short amount of time. Is that what gaining confidence does to a person? Haha, another perfect rehearsal. I've never been in better shape, but I could even take Risha down. Everybody watching me was shocked. I can't get enough of this feeling. Says all you naysayers are right. Okay. Multiple people around the place that are doing a bit of a flip. Nikolai's been in perfect form these days. I can't believe how well he performed during today's rehearsal. Crap, first Risha, now Nikolai? Everyone's just leaving me in the dust these days. First Risha, now Nikolai surpassed me? I'm going to be left behind if I don't start trying harder. Just last night, Nikolai was operating the stage controls on his own. Sounds like he pulled another all-nighter so he could practice. It's fine that he's putting his heart and soul into it, but isn't this going a bit overboard? Will Nikolai ever take a break? Pretty sure he's been exerting himself a bit too much these days. So from our patrol, we're getting continued emergence of storyline. You asked me if Risha's too nice for her own good. He's such a jackass. She didn't have to back down after what he said. Ugh. Did something happen? It's not really my place to talk about it. If you ask me, Risha's too nice for her own good. Saying the same thing. Not her place, though. Right, so the hotel is next. I noticed Mr. Gant seemed to be in a particularly good mood as he left the hotel today. I've been told that someone from Mines would be coming to pick him up. Perhaps it would have been better to have him wait in his room. I noticed Mr. Gant seemed to be... Oh, he's saying the same thing. Okay, I need to check up on our Orbital Network reservations. I have to admit that I started having fun once I figured out how to use that complicated machine. It's a change to your day-to-day work thing, so your workflow, and therefore it spiced it up a little bit. Kind of like the whole way that I changed from just doing YouTube Let's Plays to doing the stream stuff. It spiced the formula up after doing one for 7 years. Has to be entertaining for the worker too, doesn't it? I received an enormous tip from Gantz. I felt uncomfortable accepting that much money, so I went and donated the entire sum. Honestly, even though I kept it all to myself, I'm not sure what I'd even do with so much. Whoa! Felt a bit apprehensive about accepting so much money, so I ended up donating all of it. Do you think I should have kept a little bit? Maybe? I mean, how much was it? Could it have paid off a year's rent? Pay off a year's rent. Do you know what I mean? Mr. Gantz is currently renting a deluxe suite under a long-term contract. He has quite a lot of demands, but it's okay. A professional like myself knows how to handle this type. Mr. Gantz is currently renting a deluxe suite. Long-term contract, eh? He expects to keep on winning. Alright, so we are very close to the Harbour District. Whoa, a gunfight! What the heck is going on out there? How something so dangerous happened right in the middle of the city? I suspect Fran only recently became privy to the details of the incident. Yeah, I doubt any information is going to leak with how tight-lipped the 1st Division is. How something so dangerous happened right in the middle of the city? This has all gone too far. Oh, you're all here. The 1st Division is working their hardest to investigate the raid on Hayaway's office. They've all been out there the whole morning. Oh, I see. Wow, they're really on the ball. I don't think anyone's outdoing the 1st Division on this kind of investigation anytime soon. 1st Division is doing everything they can to sort this mess out. They met early this morning for a meeting and then rushed straight out to start investigating without a second to waste. I hope the SSS can one day reach the 1st Division's level of diligence. Oh, I've actually got enough. Looks to me like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information into our database. Mind if I see it for a minute? With pleasure. Thank you very much. Here's your notebook back. Please accept this as compensation for your hard work. 500 mirror and a U material. Don't forget to stop by once you've collected more monster data, okay? Thanks, we will. Of course, we'll see to it that we visit. The one thing I'm never ever going to manage in a Trails game is the notebook. A raid? They're insane. Well, at least we're lucky that no citizens were harmed. Now we just have to capture the dirtbags responsible for this as soon as possible. It's obvious that Ravash did it, but we have to gather adequate evidence before we can actually issue a warrant for their arrests. The Metropolitan Division has already launched an investigation to start the process. Can you imagine if we did Trails Let's Plays and I also applied the patrol to monster areas and kept coming in and out of screens just in case something extra spawned? I kept entering encounters with everything just in case a monster was in a battle and not on the map or stuff like that. Can you imagine how much time? Diet's been at it all morning trying to decide on the budget. Too bad it's a diet in name only. It's nothing more than a feudal shouting match between the Imperial and Republican factions. May McDowell's really got it rough. I'd avoid City Hall today if I were you. All you find are the Imperial and Republican factions hurling insults at each other. B. Hartman is supposed to be the mediator, yet he openly supports the Imperial faction. May McDowell really has it rough. If that's fine, there's always skipping ahead on YouTube. I know, right? How can you be so reasonable with that reply? That is a completely reasonable reply, and exactly what you should do. We're having some lovely weather, aren't we? Weather like today is my saving grace, considering I can't stay open on a rainy day. Considering how hot it is today, I've got high hopes for some record-breaking sales. Did I speak to you? No, I did speak to you. I'm not sure why, but the latest issue of the Crossbell Times was postponed. I've been to a few stores that carry their publication, but none of them have the latest one. What's with the hold-up? I demand a proper explanation. You are so close to the Crossbell News Service. It's inconceivable for the Crossbell Times to delay a publication. Actually, the usual thing when something happens is that an early issue gets put out, isn't it? Another day, another circus of a diet meeting. Citizens would be appalled if they saw how the participants of the diet conducted themselves. Their terrible attitudes result in them baiting each other into screaming matches every 30 seconds or so. You couldn't pay me to sit there and watch that. I'm afraid to say it's just the reality of the diet. Another day, another circus. We just get it on TV in the UK, so it's just a fact of life for us. If you want to see it, you can. Members of the staff are working hard to prepare for the Q&A session following the diet meeting's adjournment. There's not a moment's rest for any of them. In comparison, our department isn't quite as busy because all we do is maintain the equipment. I feel a little bad for them. The least I could do for them is clean the corridors one more time. I say, I guess you're not here. You're the reasonable voice. So yeah, it did take us just about an hour to get to our last two sections. So that's good. I got my hands on some pretty interesting documents today. This here is the memoir of a trader's exploits from 80 years ago. This is definitely a valuable relic that will help contextualize Crossbell's past. If you think about it, Crossbell hadn't even been established as an autonomous state 80 years ago. It seems the region suffered from instability at the time, which caused traders to suffer. Thanks, Lloyd. As you might imagine, we're far too understaffed to have handled this task on our own. You never got it anywhere with the Abyss Worms. I'll be sure to contact you if you need anything else. I've been sorry, Nepemphest G? Which was it? I heard there was an incident in the park, in the business district of all places. It just doesn't make any sense. Terrible news to start the day off with. Boy, the weather is wonderful today. Sounds like the perfect time to let those books dry out a bit. I'm sure this almost looked like an absolute mess, but I promise it's for the book's own good. They could use a little airing out, I'd say. This weather is making me want to go out on a picnic, to be honest. I think I'll go out on a stroll and get some fresh air during my break. I guess the...